Yeah. What's going on with y'all? 1, 2, 1, 2. In the place to be. You know the Knicks are rocking the house like 1, 2, and 3.
Wagwan,
What's
wagwan.
Popcorn? What's going on with you, Jew Jams?
Chilling up in here,
You know what I'm saying?
we're chilling. We chilling.
We chilling, feeling good. I feel good. You know what I'm
the
saying?
vintage. I got the vintage hat. You see, it's faded in the front because
I'm
this is
feeling.
one since 1999, baby.
You can't
Keep
get
it
rid of it,
rolling.
baby. Can't get rid of that. What's going on with that? Nah, like hold up. You ain't
Yeah.
got that hat no more? How you ain't got that hat no more? You wildin', son. You wildin'.
Wildin'.
Wow. What's going on with y'all everywhere out there in here? I am Call Me Nakomi, and this is Call Me Nakomi World. Please go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. We are going to do a great show today. I'm out here with my brother, Jew Jams. What's going on with you, boo?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. If you hating while you waiting, like, comment, subscribe.
Absolutely. We trying to grow this shop. Gotta grow the shop, man. Gotta grow the shop. Get this building, and we go get that building, and next we're gonna take over the whole Carter. You know what I'm saying?
That's how we
take over Carter. We gonna have shows on every single floor, baby. We gonna have shows on every single floor. It's gonna be a one-stop shop.
I know that's
One-stop shop. Call Me Nakomi World, baby. We're gonna take it over, man. Listen, we just watched an amazing game. Game 1 of the NBA Finals between the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. I'm trying now. What's the last time that they actually have met? Not recently, but fairly recently in the finals.
3 times this year. 3 times this year.
3 times this year. I'm saying in the finals they played against each other. Back in '99 or something like that? What was that?
Indeed, yes, 99. We didn't stand a chance because we had no Patrick Ewing, but it's all good.
It's all good. They had the Tim Duncan, and they was basically bubbling with that right there. But it was okay. They could do what they got to do. But you know what I'm saying? The Knicks is a whole new day right now. It's a whole new day. And, hey, I'm telling you now, the Spurs came out and gave me a little bit more than I thought that they were going to give me. But I knew they were going to be ready for it. But as we called it last time, the Knicks handle business. Poise.
Yo, listen. I think the Spurs I think both teams really did not shoot the ball well at all. We'll get into that in a minute. But both teams did not do that well. But it was the Knicks defense. The Spurs could not figure out a defensive scheme to stop us.
No.
But we'll talk about that. We're
going to talk about that, man. We're going to talk about that. So the New York Knicks beat the Spurs 105-195. They came out early in this game, and they really, I thought that the Spurs was going to fold up like an old lawn chair real quick. You know what I'm saying? With the way they was looking out there, but they held on. They held their own. You know what I'm saying? But let's go along with some sights and scenes from around the way. Of course, not out here. But over in Madison Square Garden, it was a sold out arena in Madison Square Garden, baby.
It's crazy up in there. It's sold crazy out. For the watch party. We ain't playing no games.
out here, baby. Listen. It was sold out inside. It was sold out outside. Out in San Antonio, you had the Knicks stars out there. You had Spike out there. You had Tracy Morgan right next to him. You had Timothy Chalamet over there.
And they did not give them any TV time. Did you realize they didn't give us no TV time? But that's all right. It's all good.
Unless the camera was on the Knicks bench. That's when you even saw that they was there. I was like, oh, they are there.
Yo, Nakomi, I got a picture on there. Can you post that picture I got down there in there? Listen. You're welcome. You're all welcome, baby. Big shouts out to my man Big Reg. Big shouts out to my man Ronald G. Gallard, Gator Gallard. On behalf of every New Yorker,
Gator,
you're welcome. We gave you box office. We lose a draw. We probably I haven't seen the ratings yet. You could drop the picture.
No doubt.
I haven't seen the ratings yet, but word is born. I guarantee you the ratings is at least in the top 3 of ratings all time.
New York can say, my presence is a present, period. My presence is a present.
You're welcome, baby.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Win, lose, or draw.
Y'all been waiting for somebody to basically bring it back for y'all, man. Listen.
Because the facts are the facts. Last year's finals with OKC in Indiana was probably the second lowest or third lowest, they said, in recent memory. It was not a fun thing to watch. To see the Knicks get out there and really contest with the powerhouse that is the San Antonio Spurs, well coached by your boy Mitch Williams. Is it Williams? Mitch Williams?
Johnson.
Mitch Johnson.
Yep.
AKA Popovich's boy.
Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Pretty Ricky, AKA Pretty Ricky. You know what I mean? He got a lot of names. He's doing
a lot of names.
He's doing his thing.
Hey, he's doing this thing with a young team. Hey, plain and simple, I can't take nothing away from the Spurs. They gave the Knicks what they, a run for their money. Both teams looked like they were worn out by the end of the game, like you're supposed to have. Plain and simple. The score wasn't no crazy score by half. I was like, ooh, this is finals basketball. The score wasn't no 60-72 at the half. Ain't no playing like that in the finals.
It had me a little nervous. It had me a little concerned as to like, what's this? Yo, we better not let these dudes get up and then start folding. I can't stand a playoff game with the best team supposedly in the league to let a dude just blow them out to 30. They benching people in the third quarter, even though it was at the hands of my Knicks. But damn it, have some pride. You in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Have some pride. Now, I mean, listen, there's no way in the world the Knicks was not going to come out with pride today. They've been waiting way too long for this. They've been trying to prove themselves. Nobody gave the Knicks a chance. Every once in a while, some people here and there would say like, yo, I like the Knicks. But nobody was saying, yo, I think the Knicks is going to go. Like last year, plain and simple, people was just like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, well, the Knicks they just need a little bit more. No. Same team from last year basically came through and they in the finals. And they had to show you absolutely why you can't overlook the Knicks. Not no more.
And that's all I want to say. Don't overlook us. We got a real team. We real. Go ahead and go through the rundown, Fee. Go through the rundown.
No doubt, man. Hey, man, listen, I can give you the rundown of the game of what I thought, basically. I can give you the box score. Which one you want to go through first?
Anyone you want. Take us anywhere you want to go.
All right, so first of all, the game started off, with straight smart basketball, from the tips, you know what I'm saying? They were surrounded by a crowd, you know what I'm saying? They was wearing the pink, green, and yellow shirts all around. And personally, I don't know if I was somebody from the Spurs, I tell them to cut that joint out because they lost both times when they wore that against.
And listen, you're absolutely right. I don't like that whole multicolor,
monochromatic kind of.
I'm not a fan of that. Choose a color.
They lost with OKC with that too. I'm just saying.
Color.
I'm just saying.
Choose a color, man. What we doing out here?
You know what I'm saying?
But both teams, white or whatever.
But both teams had the ball moving around, shooting, shooting the shot, looking for looking for the right shot. You know what I'm saying? Not just basically throwing up shots.
It was a great offensive expedition of how to really play really good basketball. And this is what I really wanted to say to Mike Brown, but I'm going to start with the Spurs. Popovich runs a well-oiled machine. He had they found some really great open shots in the beginning, finding Vassell in the corner, finding Chad Penny in the corner. They was really rolling. And Mike Brown kept up. That's a big shout to Mike Brown for keeping up.
Absolutely. and keeping the team even keel. You know what I'm saying? Both teams started off well, but the Knicks they held on, they gained control early. And even when the Spurs basically, made their little runs to kind of to get back close, or even when they took the lead, the Knicks didn't flinch.
Didn't flinch.
They made they made their adjustments, and they tightened back up that defense. That's the one thing about the game that stood out to me. Every single time when the Spurs gained the advantage, it was because the Knicks might have had a turnover here and there, and they took advantage of the fast break. But when the Knicks turned down and locked down their defense, the Spurs didn't have no chance. It was turnover back the other way, turnover back the other way. You know what I'm saying? And when I get to the box score, I'm gonna show you that how both teams went deep into the crates. They dug deep in the crates. They said,
"Oh, the crates, baby,
Sugar Hill Gang."
We were thinking
that's a fact.
We pulling Shumpert off the bench. We pulling Shumpert. Shumpert went. Shemit went 3 for 6 off the bench. That's what when they started hitting Vassell and them in the corner. Shemit hit a couple, and then Brunson didn't start out well. I think he was at 1 for 7 at one point.
He was cold. He was 1 for 6, 1 for 7 in the beginning. Yes,
man. When we started going. Go ahead.
Right now. So the Knicks was up 12-7 by the first time out, basically. So they started off real hot, but then the Spurs started a kind of slow. You know what I'm saying? They had to fight hard for every single point. And Popovich, of course, was in the building. He was up in the skybox watching. He was not gonna not miss that. So he was in the building. You know what I'm saying? Karl-Anthony Towns, though. I loved Karl-Anthony Towns in this game. Karl-Anthony Towns put Chet Holmgren to shame. He was not scared of Wemby. He took it to Wemby as much, and he gave it to Wemby as much as Wemby. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like I'm not saying that he dropped 30 on Wemby. You know what I'm saying? But the Knicks were going into the paint. They were not afraid to go into the paint.
Hold on. Listen. And just to piggyback on what you said, as a New Yorker, I think they had a locker room conversation. They said, look, man, we're going to take it to the big boy right off the bat.
Hey.
Anybody in here who's scared, go back to the car.
I'll take you home if you're scared.
I'll take you home if you're scared.
I'll take you home if you're scared.
Can we go into the box, whether he block it or not? And that was my thing.
Ain't no shook ones.
Whether you block it or not, you still got to let the dude know you ain't scared of him.
Ain't no such thing
here, boy.
Ain't no such things as halfway crooks. Ain't no such things as halfway crooks, baby. Ain't no shook ones up in here, baby. No.
I think Karl-Anthony Towns drove 4 times. Wemby blocked 1, but he made 2. Bridges went in. Even my boy, Brooklyn's own Alvarado went in and got 1.
Alvarado went in and got 1. He said, I'm going to steal one, baby. I'm going to steal one.
We going to the rack. We going to the rack, man, early.
Absolutely.
First half.
On you.
We going to the rack, man.
I'm actually shocked that Wemby didn't have more fouls, for real. I'm shocked. He only had 2 fouls. Honestly, I feel that he played good basketball. I'll give him that, maybe.
But he didn't play good basketball.
And I'm saying
he played good basketball.
I'm talking about as far as defensively, but I'm just saying that he didn't allow himself to draw. He didn't allow himself to draw unnecessary fouls. But at the same time, while New York was obviously trying to go at him, New York was just like, there ain't no way that this dude is going to shut off the paint.
Hey.
We're going to drive in, and if we have to take it back out, no problem. But we're going to drive in. We're going to make some attempts at the basket.
In the National Basketball Association, if you 7'5", and I say National Basketball Association because you're allowed 6 fouls. For Wemby to lose a game where they are intentionally going at him, and he only finished with 2 fouls, I don't think he did enough.
I don't think you did enough.
That's
Honestly,
just
that's
my
what I'm
personal
saying.
opinion. I
That's what I'm
don't think he
saying.
did enough.
I completely agree. I really feel like they should have at least he should have had at least 4 fouls. Now I'm not saying that they was gonna run into Wemby, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure the refs would, of course the refs didn't want Wemby to foul out. That's not something that they're gonna let happen.
No, they're not having that. They're not doing
they're not gonna have that. Because I mean,
and I'm cool with that.
Silver, all the owners and the GMs and the presidents of everybody who was there, they were all on the front row too. They were all, everybody who matters in basketball was right there on the front lines playing simple. They wanted to see this spectacle because they know that they was gonna get their money last night. They got their money tonight. Period.
On a sidebar note, I think that would take the NBA to another level. Is if the refs wear body cameras. I'm watching the NCAA D1 World Series and the 2 finalists. And big ups to Najee Kennedy. Texas Tech is facing Texas right now, and they went to where the referees, the umpires, are wearing cameras on their hats. Because they're able to wear hats. But I think the Basketball Association, they can wear body cams. They can show exactly what they're seeing. You know what I'm saying?
That could be something. That could be something. I mean, hey, them cameras is coming up everywhere. Do you see? And I'm not sure if I haven't been watching any other. I'm sorry, guys. Quick detour, real quick on the conversation. But I see in OTAs. I'm not sure if any of the teams are doing it, but the Browns have Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson with GoPros on their helmets.
Really?
During OTAs. They said the coaches said because they want to see what the quarterbacks are seeing.
What they're seeing. That's right. I like that. And on that same note, Adam Silver already noted that next year, I believe they're going to use AI cameras for all out of bounds plays. They're going to go to the actual videotape. I mean, what you think you saw, are you trying to explain to us what you see? We want to see what you see.
I don't know, man. Whenever you say AI, everybody going to be like,
well, fake. Well, they're already using it in tennis.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, they use it in tennis. That's the first thing that came to my mind when you said is tennis. Basically, when it's whether it's on the line, outside the line, basically they could look at tennis.
It's only for out of bounds plays right now. It's only for out of bounds plays.
I feel it. From whose fingertips did it touch last?
Yes.
And that actually came up in this game at least maybe once or twice, and basically that might have been a big help, plain and simple. But Brunson had a little bit of a cold start. Wemby didn't have a hot start either, basically. But one person on the Spurs came out firing, and that was Dylan Harper. Man, I knew he was going to basically try to come in and get his real quick. He came out strong with a quick 5 straight points as he came into the game, giving the Spurs the lead, 22 to 17. Before the end of the quarter, the Knicks got got kind of cold basically, so the Spurs were able to take over. And before the end of the quarter, Brunson. Harrison Barnes fell down on the floor and hyperextended Brunson's knee. And I was
he came right back in the
bullshit,
game. And he came right back in the game. Yo, and I want to note that, of course, Robinson broke a bone in his hand. They said it was his pinky, but it was a bone in his hand that he broke. Mm-hmm. So
it was a bonus hand. I thought it was a pinky.
Dunk earlier in the first quarter. I seen him immediately shake his hand and say that, he's like, shit. You know what I mean? That thing hurt. You ain't seen
everybody toughened it up, man. Everybody toughened up, son.
And he played.
And he played through it. Everybody toughened up. Plain and simple.
He played through it.
So the Knicks came out in the second quarter, and they started off hot in the second quarter. They came up 7-2. They started off the second quarter 7-2 in the second quarter. You know what I'm saying? Next next within three, basically within three, as Towns takes basically Wemby to the body with a hard foul to the basket. You know what I'm saying? And I'm mad that they basically overturned that and gave it back to the Spurs. That was some bullshit. I really feel like that. Crazy. I really feel that that Wemby fouled the hell out of Towns, but Towns. They could have called it a jump ball because they both had contact.
It's all good. It's all good. They can have that one.
They can have that one. That's basketball. That's a no call on the court.
Right.
On the playground, that's a no call. That's hard basketball. That's right. What it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
100. So the Spurs came out fighting. They was fighting hard. Brunson comes back into the game in the early second quarter. He was like plain simple. Rub some dirt on it. It's okay. I'm good. I'm good, coach. Put me back in, coach. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So he comes back in, and as soon as he comes back in, he falls to the floor, and Luke Cornett steps on his ankle. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm like, they trying to kill my man.
Like, bro. And Brunson was, and I like the way that Brunson was handling the refs. He was approaching the refs, expressing his disapproval, and he left it at that. He never caught a tech. He never even raised an eyebrow.
He didn't do none of that, basically. But he basically went up to them and let them know what's going on, basically, and let them know that, hey, let him know his ire, but at the same time, not doing it in a disrespectful, showing them up kind of way. That's how you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Show that you ain't no pushover, but you ain't going to just take no calls. But at the same time, you let them know that, listen, I'm watching, period. You know what I mean? So Brunson basically came back in. He was like, he's fine, no problem. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he got a little mad but he was fine. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks was down by 36-37. They basically came back in. Dylan Harper out there looking like a grown man with the first, he was the first man to double digits. A grown-ass man. He was the first man to double digits off the Spurs, and he was closely followed by Brunson, was the first man off the Knicks with double digits. But some mental mistakes, led with Champagnie getting the ball after some turnovers, and allowed the Spurs to take the lead going into the halftime, 55-48.
But see, this is the question. What the hell are the Spurs going to do about De'Aaron Fox? De'Aaron Fox is starting, played 38 minutes, had 7 points, but that's not the key. Dude went 3 for 13 for field goals, 0 for 4 from the three-point line. What are they going to do about it? Why are they not starting Harper? Harper is averaging double figures. Averaging. Every night, even on a bad night.
It wasn't like it wasn't even like Fox really was giving him a lot of assists either. I mean, everybody pretty much was passing the ball, right. So it wasn't like he was like the linchpin of the offense.
Well, he had 5 assists.
He had 5 assists. Harper had 1, but that wasn't Harper's job.
Nah, that wasn't his job. Not when he came in the game.
And I'm not saying that Harper was a great assist guy coming out of college either. He was a scoring point guard, but at the same time, he could handle the ball. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like basically they're doing what they have to do right now until Harper is fully ready to be the captain who steers the ship. He ain't no Tony Parker yet. He ain't Tony Parker yet.
And that's why, from what you had said a couple of weeks ago, about De'Aaron Fox going to be getting traded, I feel what you're saying. You called it about a week ago.
That's the future.
Fox is going to get traded because Harper's the future.
Harper, Castle, Wemby, and Champagnie. That's the future right there. That's the core. And not even Champagnie, because he could be replaced. I feel you, but Champagnie is like a good glue dude.
Harper, Castle, and Wemby are non-negotiable.
They're the core. They're
non-negotiable.
Yes, plain and simple. And I mean, I'm telling you now, and I'm telling I'll give my props to Castle. He had 17 points. It was a hard fought 17 points.
Hard fought.
I'm gonna give him the props because he held he was really holding I mean, besides the injury, that he got dinged up a little bit in the first half, he was guarding Brunson primarily in the first half until they figured out how to switch off of Castle, and he basically cooked Champagnie in the second half.
Outside of Champagnie, nobody really got going behind the arc. Champagnie had 5, Wemby had 2. And that wasn't even his job because he went 2 for 9. So he really missed a lot. But I'm going to tell you, this is the key. The key is the Spurs went 11 for 43.
Yep.
Okay. They've had bad shooting nights where they just missed. 50% of those misses were contested. 50%.
It wasn't no open looks.
The defense of the Knicks is the difference in this game.
The defense of the Knicks was like it wasn't even like they rotated well. They got back and in transition.
Yes.
They were on the ball passing when the ball swung around, there was somebody there within a millisecond. Somebody knew the ball was going to go over there, and they all rotated around into the spot that they needed to be at. Plain and simple, to deny that ball, an open shot around the arc. Plain and simple. It was some really good lockdown defense that the Knicks basically finally figured out figured out the offense of the Spurs and figured out how to turn on their defense in the way that they needed to counteract what the Spurs was trying to do.
Facts.
It was great.
And my favorite moment of the game is going into fourth quarter tied up. How crazy was that? To be able to go into the quarter tied up away on the road. It's a ball game. You know what confidence that gives you? That none of you have experienced except for Bridges. Nobody has experience of being in the finals. Game 1, you're tied up fourth quarter, getting ready to get into it for 12 minutes of hardcore basketball.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And they answered the call. Brunson went off. Just finished out his 30 because he had I think maybe 18 at the fourth.
He went, I'm not exactly sure how much he had in the fourth, but he started off with 3 points in the first, 8 points in the second, 6 points in the third, and then whatever he had left in the fourth. I mean, he was
6 points. He went from 6. Hold on. The first he had what?
3 points in the first.
Mm-hmm.
8 points in the second.
That's 11. And then 6.
And then 6 in the third.
It's 11. So he had 17 points going into the fourth quarter and finished with 30.
Bad man.
A Wembyana-led defense. New York's is a problem.
New York's gonna be a problem, son.
We are a problem.
Play this simple, yo. Listen. So Brunson, when he came into that third, man, listen, he was not playing no games when he came back out. They came back out and they were down. Both teams, come out in the fourth quarter a little slow, trying to fill each other out, see what kind of, adjustments each made. The Spurs were slow, but surely, widened the gap a little bit to about 11. They were 59. It was up 59 to 48. When Wemby gets hit in the knee. Wemby actually also got hit in the knee by Josh Hart, and he didn't hyperextend it, but basically when Josh Hart was driving to the hoop, he bumped into Wemby's knee. But from what I saw, they said that basically Wemby had some padding in his leggings that basically protect his knee, but he did feel it a little bit. I saw him limping off to the side, so I was like, all right, your guy got lumped up, our guy got lumped up. Let's go. It's 1-1. Let's go. It's tied up. Let's go.
Let's get rolling.
1-1. Let's go. So
let's get rolling.
hoping that basically, so the Spurs are up 65-54. Cat Daddy with the tough drive to the basket, and with the and one. Then he caught. Then they cut it to 8. As far as turnovers, they turned over the basket. By Bron, and then basically Brunson got it back with a floater, down 6 for 5 minutes left in the quarter. And the third and the Spurs are basically in double. Yeah, with 5 minutes left in the 6th, 3 of the Spurs are in double quarters, double figures already. I was just like, yes, that's exactly the same thoughts that you had was what I had. I was like, Champagny, Wemby, and Castle and Harper. That's the core right there, basically. I was like, they are performing in the finals. Young dudes performing in the finals. You can't get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? So both teams at that time, third quarter, they're going 10 men deep. Some teams, they only going 7. Maybe they do 8 if they really, really feel confident in you. But both teams felt comfortable enough to go 10 men deep in this play. And it's not even like bums. These are people that you actually know. Mitch Robinson, Jordan Clarkson, Landry Shamet, Jose Alvarado.
Big Alvarado, Brooklyn, baby.
Miles McBride, you know what I'm saying? On the Spurs side, Harrison Barnes, Keldon Johnson, Carter Bryant, Luke Kennard, and Dylan Harper. And they all off the bench. I'm just like, both of these
everybody
teams
you mentioned off the bench for San Antonio is 22 years and younger.
Exactly, except for Harrison Barnes. He's the old man. He's the gray beard on that team.
He's a veteran.
He used to have the waves, and now there's a little island in the middle of the waves, man. I saw the little island in the middle of the waves, man. He getting a little old, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But so both teams going 10 men deep, and then Towns decided to do what it got to do with 2 big bucket putbacks to bring the Knicks within 2. You know what I'm saying? Then Brunson comes up wet with the pull-up of a Champagny, baby. And it was tied up at 71. Your Knicks finally started to tighten up on that defense and basically decided to not let the Spurs just basically do whatever they want to do, because Champagny was going crazy out there. He was just basically letting it loose. He was letting it loose. At that time, he was 5 for 6 from 3. Somebody had to say, all right, you can't do this. And I'll give it to this. Nobody took advantage of Brunson. Nobody basically was hunting Brunson out there. And I'm going to say this. I don't care who nobody care about.
Harper tried.
Harper tried. But I'm going to say this right now.
Say it.
I don't care if you're the number 1 man on the team. You got to play defense. I'm talking to you, Luka. I'm talking to all these dudes who be basically, it's nothing but water from the outside, but y'all are complete conveyor belts out there on the defense. You, Caitlin Clark, I don't care how much points you scoring. Listen to your coach to play some defense. That's why y'all 4-4. That's why y'all 4-4. And you the third best. You the 4th best person on your team for real. Because Rickea Jackson, homegirl Jackson, who's a rookie coming out of South Carolina, she making you look like a wet noodle out there.
Facts.
Straight Olay. That's what you look like out there, right there. I don't care if you the littlest, most scoring person out there. Nobody is bigger than the team. You got to play defense, especially if you want to win a championship. And that's what Brunson is out there doing. He was out there. He wasn't stopping nobody, but at the same time, he wasn't letting anybody get by him.
Yo, listen, I just came back from Vegas, right? Today.
Okay.
And on the ride, I'm watching The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. And The Last Dance, they go
good material to watch.
When he was recruited, going to high school, going to college, all them years of battling, trying to turn the team into a competitive team. And then finally trying to get past the Pistons. They get past the Pistons. They were in their first finals. The tip-off happens. The Lakers secure the ball. I think it was Byron Scott. He passes to Magic. Magic catches the ball. Down in a hard defensive stance is Michael Jordan. If you want to be the best, you got to defend the best. Period.
So what you did when you was in AAU? Let me ask you a question.
Nobody cares.
So you was playing basketball your whole life. You know what I'm saying? You've been playing basketball your whole life. You telling me that you didn't play no defense in AAU?
No defense?
You telling me you ain't played no defense? You telling me that you are so good on offense that your coach said don't worry about defense? Who raised you? That's all I gotta say. Who raised you? You know who raised me? You know who raised me? This dude right here, baby.
Black Mamba, baby.
This dude right here. That's who raised me. He was the dude who said, you know what? I want to be Jordan. And you know who Jordan was? Jordan was a dude who had the scoring title and defensive player of the year.
Both. Same year.
But you want to basically, you want to act like, oh, defense is beneath you. You act like that. You be there. You be right there. Plain and simple. And wait for the rest of your team to bail you out. Wait for Mitchell and Boston and all them other ones to bail you out because you basically looking to hit 26 foot threes. Instead of taking it into the basket. You scared. Period. You scared. That's all I got to say about that. The Knicks tied it up 76-76 going into the fourth quarter, baby.
That's when it got real, baby.
And right out the gate, Landry Shamet, your boy Landry Shamet came out with two of them things to start the fourth. Landry Shamet said, "I got it, baby. Give me the wow. What? And ain't nobody gets it for the fourth. Gets his in the fourth, man. He got his, man. Plain and simple, man. The Knicks are up by 5. Castle answers with a 3. You know,
big up to Kansas City, Minnesota, baby. Big ups.
To who? What's up with that?
Shamet from Kansas City.
Oh, okay, I feel it. They were tied at 86 until Brunson drives to the hole. Brunson drained 2 free throws to get to 21 points at the time. Then dribbles the whole floor for a reverse left-handed layup, son. I'm like, listen, that's when Brunson said, "I got y'all. I'm the closer. I'm the Mario." What's his name? Mario Rivera, the closer for the Yankees. Oh, I can't remember his name. Gosh darn it, man. But yeah, son, he's the closer. I'm telling you, listen, man, the Knicks are a greatly constructed team.
Yeah, I got a better one. The Knicks are a problem, baby. We're a problem.
The Knicks, oh my goodness.
Yo, we got the analytics guys going nuts right now. Like, wait a minute. Yo, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Him too? Damn. Hold on.
Absolutely.
Right, that's 2. What? Him too? Wait a minute. Shit. So who do we pick on?
So hold up. So wait,
who do we pick on?
Hold up. Say what? So what's going on now?
Yo. I got a conclusion. I got a conclusion. What's your conclusion, analytics senior director? The Knicks are a problem.
The Knicks are a problem. Hold on. I got it right here, guys. I got it right here. It says here the Knicks are a problem. That's what it says. I asked Alexa. I asked Gronk. Gronk said the Knicks are a problem.
The Knicks are a problem, man.
That's right now, baby. Yo, and then basically, so Brunson's doing this thing. Left-handed layup brings the Knicks up by 6, and then when you least expect it, hold up, wrong spot.
Yo, big up, wait, really quick, big up to my boy Ronco, AD, Ray, Marcus, DeJuan, big up to the whole bar crew. Go ahead.
No doubt. Absolutely, man. Hold up. Ooh, okay, got it. Give me a second. And then when you least expect it, what happens?
After 8:30. Right now, 6-point Knick lead.
A fan runs off the field.
Wants to take a selfie. Security
what the hell?
Takes him away.
What the hell?
Crowd gives him the appropriate. After 8:30.
That's why they losing, baby.
Knick lead. A fan
got fans going on the field. You're on the court.
Take a
Yo,
selfie.
if that was MSG, money would have been bodied. I'm gonna make an example out of you and your whole family.
Yo, I can't. I thought it was. It came from around. It came from right in front of Spike Lee. It was one of the coaches that threw a towel at him, but I thought it was Spike who threw a towel at him. I was about to say that's what I'm talking about, Spike. Get that junk out of here. Ain't nobody in New York gonna run up on the court. You know what happened to you? You know what happened to you if you ran to the court in MSG? Half the fans is gonna be down there like, yo, what you messing up the game for, son?
Yo.
Run up on the court?
I paid man $5 for this piece. I paid $5.
Yo, real talk. Don't you run up on this court if I pay $5 for this. Yo, plain simple. Listen, no. I was trying to find that angle, this one angle. It was a close-up from the sidelines looking at Wemby and Mitch Robinson when homeboy ran up on him. And Mitch Robinson was completely dumbfounded. He was just like, what the fuck?
That's what we doing.
The fuck?
Yo, that's what y'all doing out here?
Yo.
Where's the security?
He looked like Wemby laughed at it. Wemby laughed at it real quick. He was just like, he realized what was happening and he was just smiling. But I was just like, yo, my man said, I want to get a selfie with Wemby in the middle of game one. That takes rocks, son. That takes rocks.
Yeah, you can kick me out the rest of the game.
I could get banned. I could get banned.
I got this picture.
Famous.
I'm famous. I'm famous. That picture's worth $5,000 right now already.
He lucky if somebody didn't decide to drop his phone and just step on that joint, because that's what would happen in New York. Somebody would have dropped his phone, like, "Oh, is this your phone?" Wow. Oh, that's my bad. Oh, wow. What phone?
He would not have gone home with that picture.
What phone?
What
I
phone?
would have deleted it in front of his face and then cracked his whole camera up, bro. Plain simple. So the refs decided to do a jump ball right after that, and even though the Spurs got the tip, Brunson gets it back and takes it from coast to coast for another basket. They up 8. Mitch Robinson with the great defense on Wemby under the basket turns him over. Then we decided to stop playing with these kids. Then Wemby decided to stop playing with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Wemby decided to say, you know what? Let me go ahead and see where I could put if I could, you know, make myself known out here. You know what I'm saying? So Wemby's out here decided to say, you know what? Let me do a step back. Pull up, step back. All right, no doubt. All right, Wemby said, okay, let me see if I can basically bring us back. I can bring us back. I feel like I got it. Wemby said, I feel like I got it. You know what I'm saying?
I really felt like he was getting ready to do it at that point.
At that point, I was just like, all right, let me see. We find out Wemby basically got it. And then he basically decides to do one of these. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, Wemby don't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Crossover. Wow. Okay. Listen. Let's just say this. Let's all pray that Wemby never unlocks his shack. Real talk. Because if Wemby unlocks his inner shack, there might really, really, truly be a problem. Yo, before I go on to these next clips, yo, please go ahead, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I appreciate y'all right there. But yo, it wasn't going to be done. It wasn't going to be done because Brunson said, yo, don't worry, guys. I got this.
Double team. Vassell, tough catch. Hart pokes it away from Wemby.
Hart. Oh my goodness. We're going to talk about
Hart. Here comes Brunson. Stutter dribble, drives inside. It's a 6-point lead. Timeout, San Antonio.
I love watching it over and over and over.
It's fired up here in Texas.
Over and over and over.
Brunson did not take the hold once he got back.
Yo, man, this kid's
Vassell Tough catch.
Tomorrow, kids, about 500 kids in New York going to be practicing that shot in tomorrow. Period.
Thanks.
Period, son. Period. And then he decided to do the dagger. He said, all right, let me take y'all home. Let me take y'all home right quick. He said, let me take y'all home right quick. All right.
Understands the moment when to put this team on his back, delivering time and time again.
Got you in the face.
Trying to steal
Got him.
Wet.
Understands the
poor guy. I know it. Like I said in the beginning, you're welcome. You're all welcome. You're all
Are you
welcome.
Are you not entertained?
New York.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? We gave y'all real basketball to look at. Go ahead, go to it.
All right. The game was great to watch, period. And that was just game one. I mean, by the end of the half, I had my little, got my little, my little whiskey basically in my cup. I'm sitting down on my couch. I got the laptop. I'm making my thumbnail. I'm making my notes and everything like that. At the end, I was up like this, standing up in front of the TV by myself, just like this.
Like proud.
Turn down, bro. Plain and simple. This whole game had me locked in. I'm not even gonna front. When the Spurs made it, I was just like, that was hard. That was tough. But when the Knicks made it, I was just like, hey, claps. I mean, the Knicks won, but I give claps. I give props to San Antonio also. You know what I'm saying? Next game is definitely gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard game too. But when the Spurs get to New York, that crowd's gonna be loud.
That's gonna be even a bigger problem.
That's why they call it the pressure cooker, baby.
We stomping people out with Spurs jersey on. We stomping them out. They ain't making it in the door. Cats is wired.
Hey, what are you doing? What is that? Is that Spurs jersey on?
Yo.
This dude got the Spurs jersey on. He's on the 3 train, he's on the 3 train, trying to get to MSG with a Spurs jersey on.
It's gonna be like
out of
a
here.
5'6" Italian guy that started. He started with the sucker punch.
Get the fuck out of here.
And he's gonna be
walking by. Whop!
We stomping brothers out, man. We stomping them out. We ain't playing. This is New York, man. This is the Garden. Don't play yourself. Yo, listen.
I got an assault and battery in the
Garden might be as visceral as the Eagles and Soldier Fields.
Absolutely, son. Listen, man.
As wild as them dudes get, the Garden might be close to that. Not as bad, but close to it.
I got an assault and battery in 34th train station here. It looks like the guy has a size 12 Timberland boot imprint on his face. I think he said the EMT. How do you know it's a size 12? Because I did it. It was me. It was me.
Because we don't play them kind of games over here, man.
We don't play them kind of games. Plain and simple. All right, so the Knicks came out on top. The Knicks, the top providers or contributors on the Knicks, Anunoby.
Yo, I'm so happy for Anunoby. Big shots to OG. Big shots to OG. I was like, yo, I had a problem with them. I think they should have got Anunoby involved more in the second quarter, but they did better in the second half.
I think the Knicks played it perfectly. They made them focus on the dudes they needed to focus on. Hart was the X factor in the entire game. Anunoby played great defense on Wemby and Castle whenever he needed to be out, wherever he needed to be. Anunoby provided the force. Karl Anthony Towns put the pressure on Wemby, made him come out and contest his open shots, and then basically didn't make him, make Wemby think that nobody was coming down there to come see him. Even if he was blocking it, make him block it. He gonna have to block my shot, plain and simple. Right. And on top of it, Karl Anthony Towns took that bullet to the chest when Wemby decided to basically lower his chest and take it into the hole. And they didn't call that foul on Wemby. fine. Karl-Anthony Towns was moving, so his feet wasn't set, so it wasn't a charge. But Wemby, I mean, trust me when I say Karl-Anthony Towns sat laid on the floor for a couple minutes, for a couple seconds after that, and I was like,
he
bro,
tried.
No,
He
I
tried
know
to
how that feel. I've been when I was in college. This big football player dude. That's right now, bro. Guys have a problem sometimes when girls play defense on them. They feel like there's a problem with that. And guys really try to do the most on you sometimes. Remember I dislocated my finger. My finger goes a whole different direction right now, basically, because I was playing defense and dudes tried to get it past me. Back when I was in college, a guy basically was just like, yo, how we ain't running this chick over? This big football player decided to lower his shoulder like he was trying to run through a hole in football and put his whole shoulder in my chest. I swore I had a crack. I swore I had a cracked rib for about like a week, bro. That joint hurt. So I'm not even mad at Karl-Anthony Towns to take a second on the floor, but he came back up and he basically got back in the game. That's basically what I'm talking about. If he would have been like, "Yo, coach, I need some time," then I'd be like, "All right, Carl, you sold out."
You know what? I'm super proud of Towns because he is playing as if he knows he got to make an imprint on this game for them to win. He knows it. It looked like he fully trying to start understanding it because Brunson is a given. Towns has to be a given.
He has to be listen. That's the crazy part about it.
And Anunoby.
Huh?
And then is Bridges or Anunoby.
And then it's Bridges or Anunoby. Hart's going to give you everything he got. Whether he's making points or not. Let me get to Hart. I'm going to get to Hart. Karl-Anthony Towns gave you in 34 minutes. Karl-Anthony Towns gave you 18 points at 4 on 7 of 15 from the floor. He was 0 for 2 for the 3, so he wasn't basically trying to sell it out. Although he took one heat check after he got 2 baskets in the paint. He did one heat check that I was like, all right, Carl, you wilding out, son. You really could have waited for a better shot on that. But I feel it. He was just trying. He felt he was like, let me see if this thing is working. Let me see if this thing is working. Let me see if this thing is working. Let me see if this thing. No, it wasn't working. But at least he didn't. At least he wasn't 4 or 5. I mean 0 or 5. He was 0 for 2. So he decided that it's not on today. I got you in the paint though. I got you in the paint. And he pulled you down 12 rebounds, bro. And a block.
Hey.
So shout out to Karl-Anthony Towns.
R.I.P. to Mama Towns. Kat said that he felt her in him as he was working. I feel it. I seen it.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yes.
It's going to be serious.
I remember seeing her at Timberwolves games, man. I mean, very, very sad when he lost her during COVID. She was one of the first people that I heard about around when COVID started, basically, that went out. And he lost so many family members during COVID. It was a very, very sad thing. I'm happy to see him, still be able to have a smile on his face and still be able to thrive in his career. So shout out to him, and RIP to his mama and his family members. Basically, he's out there doing you proud, y'all. He out there doing y'all proud. He was 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He was locked in, absolutely locked in. Anunoby, 4 of 4 with the biggest free throws of his life. Anunoby hit all free throws in the last quarter. And it's crazy because, I mean, who you was going to basically try to foul? Probably Anunoby, and he hit all those free throws in clutch time. And Karl-Anthony Towns gave you 4 assists on top of that. And a block. And 4 of those rebounds was offensive rebounds. Come on, man. He did, and he had 4 fouls. So he wasn't out there basically doing nothing. He was basically defending. I'm telling you now, this was a great game all around. Josh Hart, 27 minutes. He only gave you 3 points, but he gave you 15 rebounds, bro. 15 rebounds, 4 and 6 assists with 4 steals and a block. Don't nobody talk bad about Hart ever again. Hart been showing up since been showing up. Hart been showing up. I mean, he does all the little things. I'm sorry now, man. We used to have a squad. The Lakers used to have a squad. We used to have Caruso and Hart. Man, we used to have Caruso and Hart on the same damn team, son. What was that about, son? What was that about? Anyway, Mikal Bridges. He made himself. He didn't. He didn't shoot any threes. He was 9. He had 9 points. He was 3 of 6 from the field, so he's 50% from the field. He missed one free throw, but he was 3 or 4 from the free throw line with 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, you could get a little bit more from Bridges. Let's just say that you got all that, and you didn't get nothing from Bridges.
Well,
Can you imagine that?
Bridges didn't need to, and he shot 3 for 6. So he shot 50%. Ain't like he shot bad.
He didn't even shoot bad, and he didn't take any 3-point attempts. So he wasn't just basically jacking it up just for jacking it up's sake.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, y'all did this, and Bridges didn't even basically get activated yet. Bridges wasn't even activated yet, and then Brunson, big body Brunson, 30 points, 12 of 31 from the field, 2 of 9 from the 3-point line. I think that was a little bit because of his knee, and they were defending him. If you was going to defend anybody on the Knicks, it's going to be Brunson. They put their best defenders on him, but he figured it out at the end and was able to realize that, okay, they're not going to give me the 3 wide open like I would like, although he hit that one in the corner. Woo-wee.
That was huge.
Wet. That was huge shots. Hit all of his free throws, 4 or 4 for the 3-point line. He had 2 assists, 3 rebounds, and not bad for a point guard for 4 turnovers. I mean, that is what it is, plain simple. But he gave you a quintessential Brunson game. He could have definitely gave you more. I think that hopefully his knee is okay. He played through the pain. I'm glad that what they're going to get. Like, next game is on Friday.
If he finished the game, it's on Friday. If he finished the game, you got to play. You got to play Friday.
Oh, he's definitely, listen. He gonna go out there with one leg if he has to. Ain't no way Brunson not gonna go out there and play. I don't even know why they even took him to the maybe they took him just to evaluate him for real. In the locker room. They took him into the locker room before the end of the first quarter, I guess, just to check it out real quick. But it was good enough that he was gonna go out there, plain and simple. He wasn't gonna come out there like a punk ass Paul Pierce in a goddamn wheelchair, like he Walt Frazier. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't gonna go out like that, plain and simple. He came out and did his thing. Mitch Robinson played some really good minutes in 13 minutes. He gave you 2 points, but that's basically all you really needed to do. But he gave you 6 rebounds. And he played decent defense on Wemby. I'll give him that. Absolutely. Between him and Anunoby and Karl-Anthony Towns, they played decent defense on Wemby. At least they didn't let Wemby completely explode. Big man off the bench was Landry Shamet with 13 points. He was 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 6 from the 3-point line. And absolutely. Alvarado pitched in with 7 points off the bench. McBride pitched in with 6 points off the bench. I mean, come on now. It was great. Absolutely. Great all-around basketball game.
But we need excellence.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
We're going to need excellence to win the whole thing.
I'm going to tell you right now, you know who's on right now? Mike Brown. Mike Brown got to be in the lab right now. He need to go over all that tape. Mike Brown need to sit down and go over all that tape for the next 6 hours. I mean, he ain't going nowhere. He's in the he better be in the hotel room right now. Pop some Tylenol, whatever you need to do, and basically just go over the tape, make notes, and basically figure out exactly what kind of offense they trying to run, and figure out exactly what you try to do to basically to try to stop it. So real quick, the Spurs, they had I wanted to say all around game, but basically their main guys showed up in the way they were supposed to. Julian Champagnie with 16 points. He was 5 for 10. Like I was saying, he was the flamethrower on that team with 16 points, 10 rebounds. Oh, he had a double-double. I didn't even realize he had a double-double with 10 rebounds and 1 assist and 1 block. With Victor Wembanyama, the star of the team. I personally feel like the Knicks held him down pretty well. Most of his points came from the free throw line, guys. He was 6 of 21 from the field. I'm telling you, man, the Knicks held him down. The Knicks held him down pretty good. He was 2 of 9. It was two desperation threes that he basically shot. I think one was from the corner. No, that one from the corner he hit off the side, the backboard. But he made 2 threes. He was 12 of 13 from the free throw line. That's what he basically ate, really, and 12 rebounds with 3 blocks. I mean, hey, plain and simple. They did what they had to do. Jaren Fox gave him 7. Bassel gave him 9. Bassel was mostly out there playing defense on Brunson or Bridges. I'm trying not to let people get going. Harrison Barnes gave you 0. Keldon Johnson gave you 3. Carter Bryant gave you 1. Luke Cornett gave you 0. And Harper, the one man on the bench that actually came to life. So really, they only played 6 deep.
Wow.
They really only had 6 dudes really playing. But Dylan Harper is a grown man. He was 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. He made all of his free throws with 8 rebounds. I mean, this is going to be a very good. Of course, I'm not saying that the Spurs aren't going to make their own adjustments, but I feel like I knew the Knicks was going to come out. They were going to be poised and they were going to be able to take the punches that the Spurs gave them. But I knew the Knicks was going to be able to prevail. What is your last thoughts on the game, sir?
Listen, the Knicks are a problem. They've taken all the punches that the Spurs could give out. I like how you said that. And they know that they now have to figure out a way to punch harder. How do you punch harder? When you got people like Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Dean up one-on-one. We ain't double-teamed the whole game. The whole game. What do you do now? That's going to be the key.
Absolutely. Hey, man. I think that when it comes to the finals, in closing, when it comes to the finals, the one thing that comes to my mind, the one phrase that comes to my mind is dig deeper. Because playing it's like even Braun has said plenty of times, and that's basically what he's mostly said. That's what he said during the 2020 season when he led the Lakers to the championship. He said this is a marathon, not a race. It's not a sprint. This is a marathon, and this is the end. This is the final lap. You got to dig deep to find the strength to outlast your opponent. They have as much energy as you have left. You need to find that extra reserve. You got to want it more than they do. If you got to collapse over the line when you cross it, do that. But at the same time, make sure you don't have nothing left, no regrets, no nothing. So plain and simple. These kids, they're young. They're gonna be back here. You, the Knicks, this is your time. I'm not saying this is your chance. This is your last chance. Nah, none of that foolishness, because I feel the Knicks are definitely going to be back here again. As constructed, this Knicks team is a great constructed team. Who, no matter who the hell's healthy this year or next year or the year after that, I feel like they keep the team to where it is. I think that this Knicks team is going to be competitive for years to come. But at the same time, it don't come for everybody. You're here now. You got to win it. Dig deep. Dig deeper.
Find
outlast. Find a way. Period. So good game. Good. I mean, good show. Good show, Drew Jams. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the vibe. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the game. Once again, thank you for coming through the Call Me world. I am coming to call me my friend, my brother, Drew Jams, with me once again here. Thank you so much, my boy. Appreciate you all the time. Love you to life, my brother. Listen, take care of one another. Get out there and get physical yourselves, man. Listen, get some of that weight off, man. I know it's June already, but it's never too late to get in shape, guys. Basically, go out there, be healthy. You got to be healthy right around now. I'm telling you now. Listen, watch yourselves, watch your family, take care of your mind, body, and soul. Also, Go out there, take care of what you got to do, your civic duties, and in your workplace. Guard your brain, man. Guard your mind. Everybody out there, please. I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. May you always find water and shade in this world. Peace.
Peace.